Today is a very special episode. This is actually our 100th episode. I really don't think you can go wrong with any menu item that you decide to try, and anyone that you do try is gonna bring you back in to try the next one on the list.
We ended up having to import the oven from Peru, show the community that we're listening, that we want to be a part of this community.
Hey everybody, today we are here with Alvaro, one of the owners of Culantro. He's gonna be gracious enough to talk to us about the story of Culantro and help us explore Peruvian cuisine.
Right now, we're the only Peruvian restaurant here in the state. Putting these kinds of dishes, realize, over the years has really means a lot to people. Like when you're far from home, how much you miss, like the food, then it means a lot, and we've been really thankful to all of our customers, that have come in and told us stories like that, like even the city, has been a really central part of, the reason that we were able to build this business and find success here in Ferndale. Would be remiss if I didn't start with number 7, lomo saltado. It's a marinated beef tenderloin that is served on with stir-fried vegetables on a bed of potatoes with a side of rice. A lot of immigrants and people from around the world coming to work and to, start their lives in Peru. He had a big influx from China. And so there are a lot of people that came, and then they would try to create the dishes they had back home in Peru. And what they would use was just ingredients that they didn't have available to them, back in their homes. Yeah. And they would use what was available to them, in the new country. So lomo saltado is like a fusion of chifa, which is a Chinese Peruvian fusion, and Peruvian food. And it has now become our national dish. Whenever they see Peruvian, lots of people think lomo saltado.
Okay. Peru's national dish, lomo saltado, a beef tenderloin that they marinate, prepared with a variety of mixed vegetables in there. You can pick up on some of the Chinese influence, the flavor influence there. This would be a perfect pairing with the chimichurri too. Very good, very fresh. I'm a big fan of cilantro. Any way that I can get cilantro mixed in a dish, I'm all for it.
Whenever people come in, I always tell them, lomo saltado is my best seller, but ají de gallina is, that's my favorite on our menu. Okay. This is not a dish that is always found in restaurants. This is more home cooking. People always come into the restaurant and they're like, I haven't had this since, I was back in my grandma's house, or, visiting family. And it's much more of a home cooking dish. My mom, would make it for me growing up, and it kind of stayed the same way, all my life. It's a shredded chicken dish that's made with a Peruvian ají amarillo. And ají amarillo is a pepper that grows in Peru. It's a pepper that we use to season and flavor a lot of our dishes.
Al's favorite dish on the menu here, something that he grew up eating. His mom used to make this for him. He brought it. It's not traditionally found on a restaurant menu, but you can find it here at Culantro. Ají de gallina. Pulled chicken, delicious flavors in that sauce. Got some egg in there. If you come and you eat this, keep working out, you're gonna look like Al one day. Here we have a very popular street food dish. In Peru, you have a night out, you have a few drinks, you're feeling good, you want something easy, a little greasy, salchipapa.
Yeah.
Salchipapa, which is basically like a hot dog or a beef sausage, got a chipotle sauce dripped over that. Yeah, if I was a few drinks deep, this would be like the perfect meal. Delicious.
Ceviche, popular all over South America. It's starting to get, more popular here around the United States too. As a Peruvian, we like to remind people that it started in Peru. We do a whitefish. People are not always sure, but it's actually not that the fish is raw, but it's cured in lime juice. And the acid from that juice breaks down the protein and it changes it into, something that's much softer and more supple. And, usually the go-to method is, to use whatever fish is the most fresh.
Ceviche, originally from Peru. If you got a problem with that, take it up with Al. Very good. Served cold, obviously. Fish is very delicious, vibrant, refreshing, really delicious. There's no fishiness at all. At all. Maracuya?
Yeah.
Maracuya.
It's a passion fruit juice.
Passion fruit juice?
Yeah, that's just how we say it in Spanish.
Delicious.
Pollo a la brasa, our rotisserie chicken, number 4. I was looking for ways all over the United States to replicate it. We ended up having to import the oven from Peru. It came all the way on a tugboat. Like it went into a port in New York, all the way through the lakes, and we ended up picking it up on the, it was actually on the west side of the state.
Okay.
We were really happy, and it worked. And it's one of my best sellers here.
I can attest, it's
Ferndale.
delicious. It's fantastic.
Traditionally served with salad and French fries.
Okay.
I grew up around, like we had a lot of family friends who were from Mexico. So I always, like was accustomed to rice and beans. So I do all the options here. Tallarín verde, this is a pasta dish. So it's not traditionally a vegan dish. This is something that I converted. Being here in Ferndale, we had a lot of people come in who told me, friends and family even, who said, I would love to try some of your food, but I can't because I'm vegan and, you don't really have a lot of options. Show the community that we're listening, that we want to be a part of this community, and give people options. So for the same reason, I have a vegan lomo saltado.
Okay.
And so with the vegan lomo saltado, like instead of beef tenderloin, I use portobello mushrooms. We found a way to replicate the flavor and, like meet people where they're at. So sándwich de chicharrón is a deep fried pork shoulder sandwich. It's actually a street food. Like it's commonly served in like carts and stuff, like just along the market or, wherever you're walking around.
Yeah. Some beautiful pork here, sweet potato, wonderful sauce. Yeah, the sauce definitely helps it bring it all together, I think. Everything is so good. Try to say I have a favorite, but everything is delicious. I really don't think you can go wrong with any menu item that you decide to try. And anyone that you do try is going to bring you back in to try the next one on the list. If you haven't checked out the first episode that we did, definitely do that so you can see some of the other items highlighted, get a description, and then come see Al, check out Culantro for yourself.